It's a 9.5 degrees of loft. The setup is just slightly flat and open, and it's just a club I really like. You know, it's very powerful, and it gives me the chance to work the ball when it's windy like today, from both right to left and left to right. So it's a great club. Again, I can use it, you know, off the tees. It's very powerful, and off the turf as well. I can get a nice high flight for the par 5. So I really like it, and you know, as I said, I've been using it for a long time now. It's 2, so it's 18 degrees of loft, so it's quite strong. I usually alternate this with the 2 iron if it gets more windy, and again, it's a really forgiving club. Obviously, you know, the hybrid gives me the chance, especially into par 5s, to have a higher, softer flight coming in, and it's just great, especially when we play courses with rough as well. You know, to get it out of the rough. I actually switched to this model just before Shanghai last year, so it was a very easy switch. I used blades as well, but I think, you know, obviously the cavity back allows you to have again a little bit of a higher and softer flight, and a bit more forgiving club. So I think it's an advantage that, you know, I had to to take. The VR Pro, the high frequency grooves wedges in the 58 and 52. They're both 10 degree of bounce. I travel sometimes with another 58, which has 8 degree of bounce, and you know, it's you just choose it depending on the conditions of the golf course. Obviously, on links courses, sometimes it's better to have less bounce, and it makes it easier to, you know, to get better through the turf. I usually change wedges probably 2-3 times a year, because, you know, we use them a lot, and obviously to keep the grooves nice and sharp, you need to change them quite often. Okay. I've changed you know, a bit of everything really with the putter. Obviously, I've been using the belly putter as well for a while, but I've always found that, you know, the center shaft putter, it's a bit better for the way I move the putter, which is quite straight back and straight forward, and without so much rotation in the face. I switched the first week of this year in Hawaii at the first tournament. It was very windy there, and I found that the 20XI was much more stable through the wind, even if it was flying a little bit higher than the old ball. So, you know, it's a great thing again to get the chance to hit the ball a little bit higher and not lose distance into the wind, or not seeing the ball moving too much even with the strong winds.